Track reviews.
Whoa! Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Oh man, I got up too fast. My head's all dizzy. One of my most anticipated albums of a while. An artist who I've been waiting to release a new project for years now, A$AP Rocky, aka A Dad Rocky, because now he's a dad. It has been about 5 years since the release of his last full-length album, Testing, which was kind of an odd record to leave things off on because that was clearly a bit of an experiment for him, trying a lot of different stuff that he wouldn't normally do on a record. And while there were some amazing cuts to come out of that album, like it wasn't the massive commercial success that his first debut commercial album was, Long Live A$AP. Obviously on that project you had a lot of tracks that comparatively were more radio friendly. Testing, again, more off the beaten path, and while there were a lot of tracks on that record that in my opinion didn't fully pan out, it still was an admirable effort on Rocky's part to try something different. However, again, at the time I just assumed that something maybe a bit more palatable would come shortly down the pipe. However, after the release of this record, we had a lot of bumps in the road. Not just obviously some of the personal and familial shifts that Rocky has undergone as of late, but as some of you may remember, got arrested overseas, was detained there for a while, but thankfully now, back stateside, good, healthy, dadding it up. But now that things are finally beginning to settle down for Rocky, it seems like he is starting to get back into album mode, which is awesome. We have had some tracks, some tastes here and there of new cuts, but it seems like what we've got with this new cut here, Riot, is going to really be the start of a new cycle. And I'm excited to hear what Rocky does next and what he tries, what he attempts, especially since he historically has proven to be a pretty adventurous mainstream artist. And a lot of his older stuff, especially that original Live Love A$AP tape, has aged pretty dang well. Definitely one of the most groundbreaking and influential rap tapes of the 2010s, no question. With all that being said, we have a brand new track and single here that I'm excited to try out. It is 3 minutes. Seemingly there is no feature credit on the track either, so I'm guessing it's just Rocky peeking into the production. It looks like Pharrell is in the mix. Whoa! Okay, Rocky, Pharrell coming together, new single. Let's hear what it's got. Bam! I'm kind of on the fence with this one. However, I wouldn't necessarily chalk that up to anything Rocky did. As far as the lyrical content goes on this track, it's nothing to evolve past what we've heard from him in the past, which, I guess is fine. There are some witty bars here and there. It's a lot of brags. It's a lot of charisma. A few Riri shout outs. I hope there is a bit of a creative collab on the way, as he does seem to insinuate. That would be cool, and such a thing would most likely destroy hip-hop Twitter. No, the bars across the track are fine. The flows are good. Rocky continues to sound fantastic on the mic. I like his voice. I like his delivery. He brings a few different inflections to the track as well, which kind of switches things up. Feature not necessary because he has a couple of different approaches. I especially like that kind of strained, exhausted delivery that he has on the chorus, on the refrain. That works pretty well. Structure of the track is cool and everything like that. The thing that's truly holding this cut back, in my opinion, is the beat, the Pharrell beat. I don't think it's a great beat. Yeah, you do get some of those trademark characteristics that we know and love, like that classic 4 count, as well as some of those synth horn layers. But beyond that, we have kind of a lazy series of trap perks, which are really dry, very loud, and, kind of riding behind the tempo a little bit. And, it's cool to have some lazy hi-hats here and there, but they're super flat, not very dynamic. And as far as the bass end, the low end of this beat goes, and, Pharrell usually brings some great bass to the table. We have these very fat, short bursts of bass that are smothering and a little distorted and are honestly making it difficult to hear a lot of what Rocky is doing and saying. He's kind of like lost in the instrumental and not in like a really kind of cool psychedelic cloud rap sort of way as we may be used to, hearing him. This feels more like a, fuck your voice situation, and we're just going to like, make you one of the quieter things in the instrumental. And as if that wasn't worse enough, as the track progresses, like when we hit this first chorus in the middle of the instrumental, Pharrell starts throwing in like these layers of white noise. Some of it sounds like 8-bit white noise, and it doesn't really add to the rhythm or the character of the track at all. It's just making it harder to hear Rocky. Like, again, it's not even good sounding noise, and it's not like it's employed strategically or anything like that. It just starts piling on in a way that's kind of hideous and just unflattering. It doesn't really add that much to the vibe or anything of the track. I mean, in a way, I can appreciate that he's getting a little experimental here, and Rocky, when it comes to production, you can expect on any new record, he's going to try to do something different. But again, I just think this instrumental is a mess and just is not that good, given that, the title of the thing is Riot. But I don't know, the instrumental doesn't really hit hard in that way. There's something about it that feels kind of just a little underwhelming or off. It doesn't like, get my blood pumping or my hair standing up on end. Not the hair here, the hair on my ass, I mean. So yeah, honestly, while Rocky, I like what he does on the track for the most part, production-wise, I think this one's kind of a letdown. Mr. Williams screwed the pooch on this one, you could say. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Over here next to my head is another one that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, ASAP Rocky, Riot, forever.